Namaste. Welcome to yet another episode of the Bhagavad Gita series with my Didi Bhavna and me, Amish. Today, Didi, we are going to be discussing karma and gyan, action and knowledge. Do they work in consonance with each other? Are they at times in conflict with each other? Or are they two completely different paths? What does the Bhagavad Gita say? What we're going to start with, Didi, is we'll read Bhagavad Gita chapter 3, verse 3. Shri Bhagwan Uvacha Lokesmin Dvividha Nishtha Pura Prokta Maya Nagha Jnana Yogena Sankhyānam Karma Yogena Yoginam.
Shri Bhagwan Uvach, the Lord said, O sinless one, the two paths leading to enlightenment were previously explained by me. The path of knowledge for those inclined towards contemplation, and the path of work for those inclined towards action, Karma Yogi, Sankhya Yogi. But Amish, the next verse deepens the idea. Verse 4.
Verse 4 from chapter 3 again. न कर्मणाम् अनारम्भान् नैष्कर्मयां पुरुषो श्नुते न च संस्यनादेव सिद्धिं समधिगच्छति.
One cannot achieve freedom from karmic reactions by merely abstaining from work, nor can one attain perfection of knowledge by mere physical renunciation. There is no separation.
नेट लॉर्ड कृष्णा कह रहे थे कि यू कांट डिसाइड कि यही इसी पथ पे चलूंगा या उसी पथ पे चलूंगा.
You know why? Because mental work is also karma. Thoughts are karma. Emotions are karma. मैं यहाँ एकदम चुपचाप बैठी हूँ and within me I'm thinking, I wish Amish would be saying things this way. I wish Amish would be saying things that way.
If
and
you are
all
thinking
this,
that, मुझे बोल दीजिए.
that's karma.
हाँ.
I may be very still from outside, but my thoughts are also karma. And if my thoughts are negative while my visage is positive, that's bad karma.
Because even Zoroastrianism says something similar. Good thoughts, good words, good deeds, they're all aligned. आप अच्छा सोचोगे तो अच्छा बोलोगे और therefore अच्छा करोगे. Actually, Zoroastrianism and Hinduism, many don't know this, are actually in some ways cousin religions.
Your entire premise in the Shiva trilogy is based on this, right? The Ahoras
Correct.
and the Daivas.
So yes, आपने सही कहा कि what Lord Krishna is telling us is if you are in the space of gyan, in the space of knowledge, you cannot escape karma. It comes naturally in any case. So you must work together. But what about the other way around?
Knowledge and karma, there's no knowledge without action, because if knowledge is indulged in without it translating into lived action, philosophy in action, then actually you become lazy, and even more dangerously, you become very self-satisfied and self-knowing. You know, like in that beautiful mind, it is said, conviction, my dear, is the luxury of those who sit on the sidelines.
John Nash.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that movie, do see it. Fantastic movie. And it wasn't just about, a beautiful mind suffering. It was actually deeply philosophical as well. But when I was saying the other way around, I was also saying, Didi, ki if your action is without gyan, if your karma is without knowledge, that is not positive either. It's like knowledge without any thought for why you're doing what you're doing.
Confidence without clarity. It's like entering a dark room and walking with complete confidence. इधर लगा उधर लगा.
नहीं, आजकल तो बहुत देखने को मिलता है. किस बात का कॉन्फिडेंस है नहीं मालूम, लेकिन कॉन्फिडेंस तो है.
So confidence without clarity. You know, Amish, then actually one wonders कि अगर एक ही है तो फर्क क्या है? Why the differentiation? I think the differentiation is because of differentiating the starting point. Do you start with action and then move towards knowledge? It's Tantra Gyan. Agama Shastra? Or do you start at knowledge and then move towards action, which is Nigama,
Yeah, which is
the Nigama
when you
approach,
start with the Vedas.
the Vedic approach.
But if you just get lost in that knowledge, that's not good. You have to put that knowledge into action.
Yeah.
And
इसीलिए तो शिव जी और पार्वती माँ का वार्तालाप होता है.
yes, you start with Tantra, it's actually through experience, through action. But you must move towards knowledge.
But you have to
in
be
either
very
way.
careful with experience, because experience in Tantra Gyan should not be contaminated by memory. It has to be pure experience. And you have to have objectivity. कि बाहर से हम देख रहे हैं. So an objective view of what your experience is and then moving towards knowledge. आसान नहीं है.
It's very, very difficult to be detached from what you are experiencing. And शायद इसलिए हमारे ट्रेडिशन में कहते हैं, धार्मिक ट्रेडिशंस में कहते हैं, इंडियन ट्रेडिशंस में कहते हैं कि it's not just about what actions you are doing. Your intentions behind those actions are as important, if not more important.
Like in that lovely story of yours, na? The lion and deer story.
हाँ,
Remember?
in Ravan, Enemy of Aryavarta.
Yeah.
Those of you who haven't read Ravan, Enemy of Aryavarta, shame on you. Pick up the book. It's available everywhere.
I've read.
You read before it was published, chapter by chapter. लेकिन उसमें एक incident है. Should I explain that incident for
हाँ.
those few who may not have read?
हाँ.
This is an incident where Ravan is being given some guidance by Vedavati, and she tells him of this hunt that she had seen of a lion, a male lion, hunting a female deer and her cubs. So how the story goes is that this male lion is there only with his children. There's no pride of
And
lionesses.
he's old.
And he's old. And then Vedvati asked Ravan, "Do you know what that means?" And Ravan said, "Yes," immediately, because he knew how animals work. He said, "What happens in a pride of lions is when a lion gets old, normally a younger lion comes and attacks the old lion. Often that old lion is killed, and in some ways nature can be, from our perspective, can be ruthless. The old lionesses immediately change their allegiance to the new lion. And कई बार ऐसा होता है कि जो नया lion होता है, the younger lion, he kills the children of the old lion as well, because उसको कोई genetic competition नहीं चाहिए. And the lionesses, the mothers of those cubs, actually they complain, they sin, but they quickly adapt. Nature, from our human perspective, it can be ruthless.
Seeking security.
Seeking security. So Ravan immediately understood, if the old lion is there with only his children, it means that Pehla, a younger lion, came and defeated that old lion. But the old lion was not killed, he had to run away. And when he ran away, he managed to save his children. And the mothers of those children have now become the lionesses of the younger, stronger lion. Ruthless world. What that means is, his lion is old. He is therefore not a good hunter anymore. He has to hunt for himself and he has to save his children as well. दोनों करना है बेचारे को.
Yeah.
And his capability is a lot less. And then what Vedvati tells him is that across the meadow, he sees a mother deer who has her own children, her cubs. One of those children, one of those cub deer is a runt, small, thoda kamzor. And Vedvati tells Ravan that the hunt begins. वो शेर दहाड़ता है और भागता है उनके पीछे. And Ravan, he has the mindset of a hunter. तो he said immediately, वो बुढ़ा शेर obviously वो runt deer के पीछे ही भागेगा. He is the weakest. A hunter immediately goes after the weakest.
The weakest child.
The weakest child. And the deer sees the lion charging, takes her children, and they start running away. And of course, वो छोटा जो deer है, runt, he starts falling back. And then Vedvati, what she says is that the mother deer starts slowing down and almost inserts herself between the lion and her aunt and her children. And there comes a time when she just stops. And the lion has almost caught up with her. And the runt has managed to escape. And they are at the end of the meadow, her children, and they're about to escape into the trees. And the lion actually gets confused कि ये माँ रुक क्यों गई है? He doesn't know what to do, and he's just one bound away from her. And the children are the children deer are at the other end, and the mother deer just makes a sound just once, like she doesn't want her children to see what is about to happen. That just run away. And then Vedvati asks Ravan, what should the lion do? Should he gift life to that magnificent mother deer who's sacrificing herself for her children? But when he's thinking that, he hears the lion hears his own children behind him who've been hungry for days, who hope that their father will feed them. So, should he leave that deer, that mother deer, उसको जीवन दान दे दो? Yeah, should he kill that deer and feed his children? What is the right thing to do? What is the dharmic thing to do?
What do you think happened?
The the important thing in this, what Vedvati clarifies to Ravan, is the reason why the both of them do whatever they want to do matters more than their actions itself. If the mother deer just gave up on life, कि मुझे लड़ना नहीं है जिंदगी से, मैं बस मरना चाहती हूँ, then the intentions are bad. But if the mother deer said कि I will sacrifice myself to save my children, then her intentions are noble. Same action, different intentions. One is adharma because it's weakness. One is dharma because it's strength. वो अपने बच्चों के लिए लड़ रही है, is willing to give up her life. And if the lion kills the deer, just because जैसे कई ह्यूमन बीइंग्स करते हैं, बस हंटिंग में मज़ा आता है. रिमेंबर हमने वो पिक्चर देखा था पाकिस्तान में, देयर आर एक्चुअली अमेरिकन्स हु कम हु आर गिवन हंटिंग परमिट्स एंड दे किल, क्योंकि दे आर डेस्परेट फॉर टूरिस्ट एंड फॉर अमेरिकन डॉलर्स. वो मज़े के लिए हंटिंग कर रहे हैं. दैट इज़ क्रूअल. लेकिन अगर वो लायन उस डियर को इसलिए मार रहा है कि अपने बच्चे, अपने भूखे बच्चों को खाना दे पाए, देन दैट इज़ धर्मा. इट मे बी वायलेंस बट इट इज़ धार्मिक वायलेंस. लेकिन अगर सिर्फ मज़े के लिए हंट कर रहा है, it is adharma. So that is the logic, that your intentions matter as much as the actions that you do.
I'm hearing what you're saying, and yet, do you know what I think would have happened?
What?
The lion would have spared the life of the magnificent mother.
And what if his children died after that then?
Consequences.
Is that the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do?
Right and wrong, wrong and right.
हाँ, dharma or adharma. Should he be a good father to save his children, or should he be a good soul? Magnificent mother dear है, जीवन दान दे दो.
So, should he be a good father, or even higher, the best man?
Which is where it's complicated. And that is the problem with dharma. Actions are complicated. That is what Lord Krishna actually teaches us. आप जो भी एक्शन कर रहे हो, सोचो उसके बारे में, क्यों कर रहे हो, ये धर्म के लिए है या अधर्म के लिए है. And then the same action has a different consequence, अगर आप धर्म के लिए कर रहे हो या अधर्म के लिए कर रहे हो. Most interesting thing, what I liked, what occurred to me at the end of this is Ravan asks Vedvati the obvious question, कि क्या हुआ? Did the lion kill the deer or not? The answer that occurred to me is Vedvati says, that doesn't matter. So I'm not telling you the answer. The intentions matter more than the actions. And I think that's what Lord Krishna is trying to tell us, that if you're just chasing knowledge without action, it's pointless. If you're doing actions without knowledge, many of us actually lead lives like that. that's not good either. दोनों में संतुलन होना चाहिए. Which brings us to the end of this episode of the Bhagavad Gita series from Bhavna Didi and me, Amish. Thank you so much for joining us. If you've liked this, please hit like and subscribe. The buttons are there below so that you'll receive notifications for the next time an episode launches. Until then, thank you for joining us. Jai Shri Krishna.